Hello there everyone, AnthWolf here with even more Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn. About to continue our game here as Evane Jouberault, the Conjurer, starting in the City-State of Gridania. Obviously in the first part it was more of an introduction, introducing not only the character but the region we are in, known as the Black Shroud, and we have become a new adventurer for the Carleen Canopy. If I can say the name correctly, that would always be a good start. And we didn't get a lot of action, we got a bit near the end, but of course now we will be able to take on more jobs as a new adventurer and hopefully assist the citizens of the Shroud a bit more regularly. We'll see what their needs are and hopefully fulfill them, and at the same time learn more arts of Conjury. That is the plan. I wonder if I can disable that play guide from popping up. It's bound to be somewhere. It's bound to be a setting. Tell you what, I'll probably look at it in my free time. Actually, between streams, I was actually going to play around with the UI a little. Oh well, no matter. So, we got to level 4. We're quite close to level 5, and we do have a bit of rested experience. We only have a couple of offensive spells right now, but we did pick up Cure to restore a target's HP, including my own, of course. And okay, there's a few quests here in the canopy itself, and we do need to return. Oh yes, we were gonna head into the North Shroud, head over to the Treespeak stables as well. Okay. Before we speak to Mother Mio, let's speak to Celestine then and see what quest she may have for us. Level 4, Derision of Labor. Celestine, a world-weary veteran of many adventures, is looking for an inexperienced young soul to make a delivery on her behalf. Okay, we need to head down to the Bannock, which is in the Central Shroud. We saw that earlier. There was a quest available, but I think it was a level 7 quest, so we left it alone. We'll look into doing that before long, no doubt. Either way, let's talk to Mother Mio once again. Oh, I see. Tell you what, we'll speak to you later, since she also wants us to go to the Bannock. We are going to head over to the Yellow Serpent Gate. I think we need to speak to one of the wood whalers there. Oh, an arms mender. We can repair all the gear we're currently wearing, as well as the gear we have in our inventory. We do have some better armor available, but we can't wear most of it until we're level 5. Gain some experience for mapping the North Shroud. I think I've mapped most of the regions, especially the A Realm Reborn expansion or opening game regions. So every time we enter a new area, we will get some experience. Some of the regions later on in the later expansions, we'll have to explore on our own. But let's see, we have a level 5, level 7 quest, level 6, level 5. Okay, we can turn in a few quests here, or pick some more up. Oh, of course we have ladybugs again, being a new target, and some ground squirrels for our hunting log, which will get us some free experience. Hey, we are level 5. We can actually go back to the Conjurer's Guild now and pick up our next class quest as well. So we'll fill out a little bit of the hunting log since some of our targets are here. Then we'll go hand over that snaffle we picked up. Okay, there's one of the hunting logs complete. I say our DPS isn't going to be too amazing, so this first little bit of leveling is going to be a bit slow, but our progress will greatly increase once we start doing some cooperative stuff. So that was the squirrels and the ladybugs. Forest fungars I don't think are around here. In fact, a lot of these hunting targets are in the central shroud. The micro-chews are to the north. Okay. We'll hand over this iron snaffle. I'll hand it over. The Lalafell was trying to make a meal of it. And we will take the hempen half robe. Speaking of, now that we're level 5, we can wear our hat, new robe, we have some new gloves, and some new sandals. Which will boost our stats slightly. What does the hat look like? Sure. What quest do you have for us now? Level 5, Jumping at Shadows. Bodwine is looking for an adventurer to help with a pest problem. Call some mitlings. I'm going to keep an eye out for any fates nearby, like this one. Let's go grab that one first. Actually, we have plenty of time, let's not worry. What quest do you have for us? Vion is searching for an adventurer to deliver an item. We'll actually gain 10 potions from this. Nice. Oh, I thought this was the quest. Yeah, This is the quest I thought it was. Looking for an adventurer willing to dirty their hands. Yeah, no kidding. This is why we're wearing gloves. Hello, Jillian. Ah, good evening, Ashkante. A fellow conjurer wants some fresh chocobo droppings. Oh, I need to pick up the burlap sap first. We'll just put this into our... What is it called again? Our bag of holding. And our conjurer friend is just along this way. Ow. Nope, we have a note about the fate system here. Full active time events. These public quests occur periodically in real time around Eorzea. Anyone can participate by simply showing up. Mostly the type of fate is announced on the map. This is of course a boss one. We have a gathering quest, we have a kill quest over there. And if you're over leveled, you can level sync yourself. Ooh, looks like someone's actually started. Let's go help out our archer companion here. A few moons, a mightling hatches that is several times more violent than his brethren. This creature is known by the local small folk as Jashuba. Slay the vile kin before it has a chance to reach adulthood. Hope you're enjoying your day, Ashkante. Pulling your hair out while trying to get OBS to work. I've never used Linux, so I couldn't tell you anything about it. Obviously, it tells us about fate rewards. I mentioned this in the last stream. Obviously, they are graded depending on your contribution, whether you get bronze, silver, or gold. But you also get rewards for defeating the various enemies you're fighting in the fate as well. So we need to slay 6 mightlings while we're here. Now, this is actually a good area to point out as well. Some enemies are linked. Let's see if we can point it, see if we have any that are joined. Not that we can see. Maybe there's some up here. And you can accidentally pull more than one enemy. It's indicated by a line that joins them. When I was doing an audio test back in the day with Leon Hart, there were some joined here. Also, we can run up to these because of the blue symbol. They are quite passive unless we attack. There are enemies that are aggressive, and if they see us and we're within their range, they will try to kill us. Oh! I thought these were actually joined. I was going to point it out. We are very close to level 6. Those mightlings were also part of our hunting log. Of course, if we run too far from the creature's spawn point as well, they will reset. So we need to keep an eye on that. Hey! Level 6. This old flaxen bag contains something soft and warm. Yeah, lovely. There is a level 37 fate over there. Smells like tree spirit. It's a giant treant, of course. I say a lot of the areas in the Shroud are split in their difficulty. If we cross the bridges here, we will end up with level 30 to level 40 enemies. Oh, you have a new quest for us. Level 6, the Valued Vilekin. Bodwine is seeking an adventurer to make a delivery. Sure. I see. Look for athlets in the tangled undergrowth. And Bodwine did warn us there that we may attract some ladybugs as well. It's probably what I was talking about earlier. Speaking of, since we're level 6, how close are we to getting a new spell? Level 10 we learn an AoE healing ability. But it's only level 18 when we learn or upgrade our stone attack. As I say, we don't get a great deal as a conjurer, but as I say, that's fine. Ooh, there's a new quest. Troublemaking Opo-Opos have expanded their territory slightly too close to the Blessed Bud. Bloody their noses a bit to ensure they keep their distance. we are. Gold contribution, we got 6 gil and 420 experience. Very nice. Let's check this tangled undergrowth. And yeah, we actually got a Do Drink a Ladybug. Level 7. Oh Christ! I was actually meant to be beating the ladybug over the head. Accidentally hit the Mightling. That was a mistake. We got the aphids, nice. And there's someone else we need to go take them over to. What we'll do is we'll probably drop the aphids off and then go back to Gridania. There's some level 6, level 7 quests available, but we probably want to get over to the Bannock. And then we also want to pick up our Conjurer quest, because I think that gets us our next weapon, which we want to be making use of. Before we pick up even more quests, it'll allow us to do more damage. These tiny vilekin gather on the young leaves of various forest foliage to feed. Okay. Yeah, there's a level 6 and level 7 quest here. Through the yellow serpent gate. And we'll head down to the Conjurer's Guild. The Trial by Earth. So we will get the Maple Wand, which we can use as a Conjurer or a White Mage at level 5. We'll also gain a Square Maple Shield, and then we can choose a variety of items, including a custom-made Robe of Healing. It clashes horribly with the rest of our gear, but it is slightly better. Same, gives us spell speed over mind. Oh, sorry, spell speed over intelligence. Brother Isumiyan wants you to learn about the element of Earth. We were just over in the Blessed Bud. In fact, it might have been the Conjurer who we handed the manure over to. Who will teach us about the earth element. I mean, we have been using it quite a bit. Ooh, there's another... Ah, Deshuba's back. The, abnormally large, Mightling. I guess we can participate once again. Free experience for us. Later on, doing some fates actually gets other rewards as well. It's actually slowed us down. This may not be a good idea for us, actually. He's doing quite a bit of damage, and we're not doing a great deal. I mean, we can probably beat him with a liberal use of potions, but... Yeah, let's abandon this. If we get a level 5 wand, we might have a better idea, a better chance. I see. Converse with the earth and draw out the tainted being that corrupts the soil. Sounds very mystical. But surely he knows what he's talking about. Right, so aha. Corrupted soil. A tainted earth sprite. Let's go report our success. And who is this? A fellow conjurer. I see. Sylphie there, despite her being young, is a prodigy of healing. But she's not interested in learning more about her talent, the talent of nature. No doubt we'll learn more about Sylphie as we continue the Conjurer's path. A few things to sell. Obviously our potions, our ether. Should probably make use of our raisins, but I might save them until we jump into a few dungeons later. Just for the experience bonus that it offers. We'll go speak to our guild master. Let him know we've learned more about the elements of Earth. Okay. Do we want to take the custom-made robe? Maybe. Slightly better. Yeah, sure, why not? Be level 10 for our next Conjurer quest. Most definitely. We have a unique untradeable item now. Right. We have our new wand. See, we will also find two-handed So two-handed staves and wands. Well, two-handed staves, I should say. In the future. We sacrifice defense, I think, but the staves tend to do, or give you bonus stats for maybe intelligence, probably mind, to make them more effective. Either way, we do need to go to the Bannock now. Let's go speak to Mother Mio. As she also wants to send us there. Okay, you were thinking of streaming some Factorio. Hey. If you feel like it, why not? Give it a go. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I am very self-conscious. So I didn't think about streaming for a long time, but yeah, it feels odd to talk to your monitor. You get used to it, and also, yeah, if you get people who are interested and get that interaction, help to have a multiplayer game with voice. It probably wouldn't be for me, if I'm honest. Mainly because I haven't played Factorio before. Also, multiplayer setting up can be a bit awkward. I haven't done it for ages. But I wouldn't mind watching now and again. Yeah, I wouldn't mind giving a view. To the Bannock. Mia Un wishes to send an adventurer to the instructor at the Bannock. So Galfred here is an instructor. Okay. Go see how we can lend our assistance. yeah, I know, you work in IT. It probably wouldn't be for me, if I'm honest. I won't lie. Like, not at the moment anyway. Maybe later. Who knows what the future brings. But I say I would happily pop in. Maybe you could explain it a bit to me. Okay, so the Bannock is to the south. We have another Aetherite. If I had like an engineer's game. To be honest, the next game I would probably think of in that respect is maybe a Kerbal Space Program. I saw it on sale over the winter period, and I was like, maybe. And to be honest, I'd probably end up picking that up just because I'd end up screwing it up horribly. Quite often. Get some of these fungar for our hunting log. Hey, level 7. Happy days. Oh, there is a fate nearby. Yeah, I'll probably end up picking up a Kerbal Space Program at some point. The Annals of Naked Rock have ventured forth from their territory to hunt, eliminate the pack before they begin feeding on the small folk. Oh Christ. And they are aggressive. We have an archer joining us. An archer who is standing in the AoE attacks and taking a ton of punishment while doing so. It's definitely doing a lot of damage. The archer, that is. Ooh, we just avoided the frost breath there. That'll be it. Another 560 experience, I'll take that. Okay, and here is the Bannock. So we have some provisions to hand over. This will pass them over first. Basic provisions, various dried meats and fruit. No worries, Ashcan. Hey! Hope you're enjoying your game. Passing muster. Galfred, Chief Instructor of the Bannock, wishes to inspect your equipment and thereby gauge your readiness for future missions. Equip your head, body, hands, legs, and feet with gear of item level 5 before you proceed. Now, I think we have all of that. We do. Awesome. Otherwise, we probably wouldn't be able to complete this quest. Okay. We're being trusted with sensitive intelligence. Chasing shadows. Galfred needs an adventurer to investigate suspicious activity in the Twelveswood. The Lifemen Stump. Okay, it's a good thing we're wearing this hat now. It's bloody raining in-game. You'll find quite a few unique biomes and weather conditions in this game, some of which are indicators of special events, but we'll no doubt cover that later on when it becomes relevant. The Lifemen Stump is to our northeast. So we need to find a suspicious character, which coincides when he appeared, or she appeared, with the increased activity of one of the Beastman tribes, the Ixali here. Might as well lend our assistance to some of the Bannock's trainees. We want to track down some initiates. Okay. Find 3 idle initiates. And the Serpent is seeking a volunteer to gather materials used in training of the recruits. And we get to choose another meal. Bog Eorzea shells. They are in a river south of here. Okay, we can go check that out. Let's find the idle recruits first, since they are no doubt hiding. Yep. There's one. Oh, and here's one of those Bog Eorzea. Oh, don't they look friendly? Is there any... Where are these other initiates hiding? Oh, well, there's one over there. Slumbering away. And where will the last one be? Oh, well, we found another hunting. Wow, level 9. Jesus. We should be able to take them. Another hunting log target. Ooh. Water sprites are also a target. We can't take on multiples of these at once, but we can take them on one at a time. Ow, that hurt quite a bit. We'll give it a moment. while we're recovering. Have another look for this initiate. Keep thinking it's you, but you don't have the icon over your head. Ah! I see you there. This is also the last Eorzea shell we require. Okay. And these quests over and see if there's anything else. Ooh. We actually have a new fate available to us. This one hasn't actually started yet, but if you interact with that NPC, it will start a fate. The rock-hard carapace of a bog Eorzea. We'll take the spell speed again. Hey, level 8. We have learned a role action. Role actions are spells and weapon skills that are assigned to all the classes within a role. Tank, melee DPS, range DPS, or healer, rather than a specific class. So, what did we learn? Cleric Stance increases our magic attack potency by 5% for 15 seconds. Sure. Guess we'll take it. So what do you have for us? A level 5 Fate. Would you like to join the Serpent Recruit? Assist the new recruit of the Order de Trinada who has found himself outmatched in a training exercise with his commanding officer. Hey, congrats. Gabrielle here gained level 6. There is a level 8 Fater getting 1 in the distance there. Oh, ooh, level 5 compared to the level 9 enemies of the same type we were fighting earlier. We'll work on the hunting log. A little bit more on the way up to the stump. free experience. It's worth trying to do the hunting log. Like the ranks, like say rank 1 up to level 10, rank 2 up to level 20 and such. I think you get the most benefit that way. Also, I think the enemy's levels are kind of in that region. Okay. We need Midgy Swarms, Micro Chews, Slurfid Swarms, and Northern Vultures. Nice. So, North Shroud, Central Shroud around Green Tier, and East Shroud. Green Tier is just to our southeast. No doubt we'll be going that way in the future for one reason or another. Let's head over to the Life Men Stump though. See if we can investigate this suspicious person. There are ways to get around the map faster than just walking or using sprint. There are various mounts in the game, or there is a taxi service that's available. But I'll probably get my first mount through actually the story content. Ooh. The Magicked Blade. Fancy. We are about to enter our first instanced battle. They only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed before answering the call of duty. Basically the same thing we've had here. For the duration of the battle, you will be unable to pass beyond a red line displayed on the field. So, if we are above level 9, our level will be synced. We are not, but good to mention. Let us proceed. Thank you, Tobias.
Look, someone's already here. Oh dear, is that a sword in the stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea. It takes a lot less than that to incite the Green Wrath, you know. Why, the first time we came to the 12's Wood, we almost ended up as a train's dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong place. It was all Papa Limo's fault, of course. Though he'd sooner swallow his staff than admit that he's wrong. You know her, Kuplo Cobb?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
Oh, you're one of the Moogles we met.
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well, and newly manifested at that. Kuplo Cobb seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow... and this sort of thing happens.
It seems we have little choice.
Holy hell. We'll just stay back here. Oh Christ, AoE. Hey. Papa Lima there. The thaumaturge is kindly healing us. Oh Christ, out of the way. Duty complete. Happy days.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Shine thy light on all creation.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain. That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders. This is Papalimo. We found the culprit.
How are we feeling then?
It was an Ixalan
Better?
chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Ida? Oh, loud, tactless. Much the same as
Giant
always.
crystals? Can't say I've seen any. Are you sure you're feeling better?
Understood. Over and out. Kuplokop, please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Understood. Over and out. Kupo!
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
I think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock. You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplokop, do you?
And this occurs to you now? Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless you don't know what's going on either.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Pabalimo Nida. Is the game worth buying? Sorry I had to leave that for a little while, Tobias. I like to be quiet during some of the major cutscenes. I would say yes, most definitely. Out of all the MMOs I've really played and end up coming back to, most definitely. It's probably got the best progression system of an MMO. It doesn't feel too rushed, and there's a lot of things you can do. Like a lot of MMOs though, it depends on how much you're willing to put into the game. Determines what you're going to get out of it. You can go through the story content, kind of what I'm doing here, but if you would like to get the most out the game, you need to put a lot of time and effort in for doing various like raids and some of the end game stuff. You kind of need to be geared for some things like that, and depending on the point at which you're going to play the game, you might struggle to find people who are also willing to do some of the earlier major raids. Obviously, we have the base game, and now you've got 2 major expansions. So some of the old 24-man raids, not many people are actually going to be willing to party up for unless you find a guild. But it's a great game, which is why I'm kind of playing it almost for the 3rd time. The 2nd time here that I'm actually streaming and recording it later for YouTube. But yeah, I would probably end up picking it up from Square Enix Final Fantasy XIV's website directly. It's a bit of a chew-on, because not only do you need to buy the game, but then you need to sign up for, I think it's another website called MoogleNet, to create your account. It's a little tricky. I was doing it with 2 friends at the time when I first bought the game, and I'm not sure how easy it is to buy it on Steam, which is why I'd kind of recommend the website directly. But yeah, if you have the time to invest in an MMO, it's probably one of my favourite ones. Okay, we'll head back to the Bannock now. We have that blade. An ornately decorated sword found thrust into the life men's stump. Now, while we're running back to the Bannock, I would also mention maybe doing a little bit of research on what world, what server you would like to play on. There is some cross-server stuff, like doing various dungeons and raids, so you don't need to worry. But there are data centers which are distributed around the world. So I'm on, for example, the Chaos data server, which is set in the EU. And then I'm on the server Omega for this particular character, as well as the other characters on my account for the most part. But I used to be on the Shiva server. It depends on what you want to do. If you want to focus on the PvE content like dungeons and raids, if you would like to do some PvP, that may be focused on another server. I'm not sure if that's cross-world or not. And if you'd like to do some role-playing, then it's best to look into what servers cater to that most of all. And we'll show this magic blade to Galfred here. Okay. So that blade is used in Ixali rituals. Have you played a few Final Fantasy games in the past, Tobias? Because the best way, well, maybe not the best way, but the way I would think of describing this game is it's pretty much one giant Final Fantasy adventure. It has a lot of inspiration from previous titles. So if you played one of the games in the past, some of the earlier ones anyway, I would say, there's a lot of inspiration. Okay. Level 6 quest, an F for effort. Galfred, the chief instructor, wishes you to assist in training new recruits. We'll get a lancer's weapon, an archer's weapon, or we can get a level 8 conjurer's arm. Handy. Let's go show the initiates how it's done. Slay 4 black Fs. Okay, you've not played much of the series. That's okay. I say, I would, if you've got the time and you don't mind playing a subscription-based online game, it's definitely worthwhile. It might be worthwhile considering, I mean, you can play it solo, like I'm doing it, because you'll find plenty of people to run dungeons and raids with, especially if you're playing a support character, like a tank or a healer, because they're the easiest to find parties with. But if you have one or two friends who may be interested as well, it's good to do the content together. As I say, I do have my housemate, and he has a level 70 tank, and he's interested in coming back to the game. Hello there, random user. Yes! More adventures in Final Fantasy XIV. To be fair, I think there's going to be a lot of Final Fantasy XIV in the future. I'm hoping this will set me up quite nicely for the newest expansion that's coming out in a few months. I say, I've never done any of the post-Stormblood patches in their storyline, so I'm looking forward to getting back to the Stormblood expansion, and then seeing what happens after it and setting us up nicely for Shadowbringers, so we can do the content with everyone else when it's released. Okay, that's the 4 defeated. Come on, you can do it. I say, we'll be showing some of the endgame dungeons off, no doubt, once we get there. But I've never started in Gridania. It's nice to meet Yida and Papalimo once again. Also, I've never really played with the disciplines of magic, which is kind of what I'm focusing this playthrough on. I see, we've started as a conjurer because Serenity Nina asked me to start in Gridania, but I'm looking forward to playing as a Thaumaturge and later on as a Black Mage as well, since I have played a healer in the past. Well, as a White Mage anyway. we'll take the Conjurer's weapon, of course. Any new quests available? Not yet. Level 7, Eggs over Queasy. Galfred, the Chief Instructor, wishes us to collect Shigo egg sacs. Lovely. And then where are we taking them? I think we're taking them... Oh no, it's a different spire. That's okay, Tobias. I play a lot of this game solo. I play a lot of my MMOs solo. I don't have many friends. As sad as that may sound. Not many friends that play a lot of MMOs anyway. But if that's the case, then consider or look into the various classes. In fact, I can open up the tab again. Obviously, these are all the, I suppose, offensive classes that are available. You have the various tanking classes, the healers, the melee DPS, ranged physical DPS, and ranged magical DPS. And different starting classes start in different cities. So you'll have a unique experience depending on where you start. And then, of course, there are the gathering and crafting classes as well, because there's a player-run economy. And so, for example, I have a level 70 miner as a gathering class on one of my other players. And even though I don't craft gear using what my miner has gathered, some of the resources sell for quite a bit, which I then use for gearing up and purchasing better armor or items for my characters. Or wasting it on cosmetics, which is usually what I do. There's a lot of there's a big fashion kind of game you can play in this game as well. There's a website kind of dedicated to it. I think it's called the Eorzea collection off the top of my head. And there's a lot of unique outfits people have created. We need to grab 5 more egg sacs. Okay, one more. And then where are we taking these? Oh, to you. Yeah. Oh well, that was nice and easy. These translucent sacs appear to be filled with thousands of tiny pearl-shaped eggs. Well, that sounds suitably horrible. They send the eggs to check for a disease known as the creeping death, which kills the her quite rapidly, and once claimed a third of the population here in Gridania. The her being kind of the humans of this game. And we gain level 9. Awesome. Surveying the damage. The god here at Gilbert's Spire needs you to recover the surveying equipment left behind in a cave by a startled recruit. We could choose some leggings. Awesome. Sure. Various surveyors equipment. Yeah, feel free to take your time. It's never worth rushing into it, especially since it's a subscription-based game. But have a think about what you'll enjoy. In fact, let me see. Let me have a look for something.
Heather.
Whoops, you might hear that slightly. Yeah. There you go. I just quickly found that. Just a beginner's guide to the various classes. Let's give that a go, and that might help for us. But yeah, see what is similar. See if one of them speaks to you. More than a flesh wound. Our old needs an adventurer to supply him with a high potion. Oh! We actually have a high potion. Interesting. We must have got one as a quest reward. Awesome. Ah, well, you can have it then. That's how generous I am. I mean, we have the cure spell, but seems that wouldn't be enough. Gain a new achievement there. What is that for? Completing 30 unique quests. Lovely. Right. We'll go grab the Surveyor's gear, and then we'll go attune ourselves at Bent Branch Meadows. Did I equip that? I did. Did I equip that new weapon? Hi. God damn it. There's the survey records. You'll find sometimes when enemies hit you, they interrupt your activities, especially if you're trying to interact with something. Ah, hi. God damn it. You're just asking to die, aren't you? How effective is our healing? 83. Okay. I was wondering if we were doing that boss battle earlier over in North Shroud. We could have probably healed through it. Keep forgetting we're a conjurer. We have healing spells. Should probably make use of them. Oh, god damn it. Tried to dodge one, walked into another. Nope, not fighting you. I'm gone. So we could set Bent Branch Meadows here as our home point. See, there's no reason right now, but it's good to unlock most of the Aetherite as you encounter them, just so you can navigate and get around a lot faster. There tends to be one Aetherite, maybe sometimes even two, in the various regions you'll explore. And we will be coming back to Bent Branch Meadows a few times in the future for one reason or another. It is quite expensive to teleport right now, though. We don't have a lot of gil on our person. I'll probably end up having to do some mining with my other character to start making some more gil. And then transfer that gil over to this character. I suppose that's one sad thing that I ended up doing. I put a lot of time and effort into earning a lot of gil for my melee Warrior of Light. And then I haven't really played him too much. He'll be there when we need him. Right. Pauline here wants her surveyor's equipment. And we'll take the Hempen Gaskins. They are slightly better. We have a new quest here. Parasite Cleave. Is that a hint to another Square Enix game? Was it Square Enix or was it Capcom? God damn it, I'm gonna have to look that up now. Maybe Capcom, actually. Well, it was Square Enix, god damn it. This Elezen here is looking for an adventurer to deal with a parasite fungi infestation. Smear this amber unguent onto the infested trees. I'll probably draw the fungi out. Okay, that is out to our south here. And Pauline, a fellow conjurer, seeks an able adventurer to cull the local hoglet population. And she offers a set of bracelets as a reward. The hoglets are to our southwest. Okay, sure. There is a fate over next to the hoglets as well. We may as well participate in it. Ooh, the micro chews. Sure. I think there's a few of these in the North Shroud as well, but since there's a couple here, we may as well deal with them for our hunting log. Now, they have poisoned us. Okay, we have a sharply scented liquid entrusted to you by the Elezen. Okay, we're going to make a friend. We are. And last but not least, oh, someone's working on that fate already and it's 2/3 complete. Ah well, so be it. Fates respawn relatively quickly. Let's go deal with these hoglets. Okay, 2 more and then we'll be done. Nope. We accidentally, I suppose, stole this from the Lancer here. There we are. It's actually a boss fight nearby, but if I remember, it actually hits rather hard. If we were a level 9 gladiator, we could probably go do it a lot easier, but since we're only a healer, let's take it a bit easy, shall we? There are a few people role-playing here. Oh well, glad to see them enjoying themselves. We'll take the leather ring bands. And I'm not sure if these are any better. No, not at the moment. These weathered wristlets that we started with give us +1 bonus to all of our stats. So we might as well take the bronze piece here with 100 gil. Ooh, level 10. We can now get our next conjurer. We'll pop that there. We've learned our next spell, Medica. Restores our own HP and HP of all nearby party members. It costs significantly more MP to cast, but handy in certain situations. As we'll see what these new quests are. Level 8, Soil Despoilers. As Elezen once again needs a reliable adventurer to cull the ever-increasing microchew population. Defeat the microchews and then find his companion. We have a level 9 quest, a soldier's breakfast. Pauline, a conjurer, needs an adventurer to cull the growing ANOL population, as well as gather some of the Scalekin's eggs. She's offering a ring, but I don't think the rings are worthwhile. Actually, we could probably switch out the Ring of Freedom. Probably. We'll also get some eye drops, which instantly cure instances of blindness. See, so conjurers like to meditate up at the naked rock, but the Scalekin have started to overpopulate. Fair enough. Do we want to... we'll do these 2 quests, and then they might want us to go deeper into the central shroud, but we might go back to Gridania and pick up our next conjurer class quest. Because we can get a new weapon. Quite possibly. Level 12, we get our next roll ability. Level 12, we also get Raise, which allows us to resurrect targets in a weakened state. And we can actually use this in combat, which is really good. In a weakened state means their stats are lower for a period of time. And you can do this multiple times, but the weakened state steadily gets worse the more you resurrect them in the same battle. But it definitely has its place. Okay, so Micro Choose dealt with. Ooh, there's a boss up here. Leader of the Pack. Let's go indulge in that one, shall we? It's a pack leader of the Gnolls. Looks like we have a Lancer who may want to participate. Maybe an Archer over there as well. A new alpha male has emerged within the local pack of Gnolls, emboldening the lesser beasts. The leader must be slain before the pack grows even more deadly. Oh, we've made a friend. Pack leader defeated, we got 1600 experience. I just think that's the downside of a lot of the casters. They have a lot of cast times for their abilities. So you have to be fairly active in moving around, which means you can't be casting all the time. Well, until maybe later on when you have someone who can hold the aggro for you. is why I'm looking forward to getting the some of the party content. Actually, I say I'm looking forward to getting the some of the party content, and then I'm also hoping that the tanks know what they're doing. As a former tank in my other playthrough, I'm going to be pretty critical of people, I imagine. It's a bit like how I was critical of healers when I was playing as a tank. We need to pick up some of these Annull eggs as well. Okay, that's the Annulls dealt with. We just need to borrow their eggs now, which is surely not going to upset them at all. Is there any eggs up here? No, but there's definitely one down here. Don't mind me, just going to take this. I'm sure none of you mind. Take this one as well. Oh. One more egg. Yoink. Okay. Another good thing about this game is you can't die from falling. Even if you fall way too much, you'll go down to 1 HP, but unless you land next to an aggressive enemy, your health will obviously recover out of combat rather quickly. Okay. Okay. Hempen Sash gives us a good bit of defense bonus. Happy days. That fate's almost complete. Ooh. Have a level 11 and a level 12 crest. Ooh. Right, okay. Sometimes you'll find these quests with the little like plus sign next to them. They normally unlock either like additional skills or abilities, unlockables basically. This one unlocks a housing area known as Lavender Beds. So we'll no doubt go to speak to the NPC who is giving that quest before long. Do you want to take the bone ring? I may as well. Okay, where are we going? Ah, Galfred has another quest for us. A potential crisis. Level 9. Spirit hold broken. Okay. So one of the heroes went to offer the old ruins back to the forest. But it seems they're being interrupted. Okay, Spirit Hold was where we were going to go before. There was a boss fight over there. But I thought it might be a bit too much for us at this point. Once we start doing some of the level 10 main scenario quests, we'll get ourselves back up into Gridania to pick up our level 10 Conjurer quest. But we'll go look into the shadow and help out the hero. A few more things to sell. We're not going to really make use of the eye drops, so we'll sell those as well. Ah! The Surflip swarms are here for our hunting log. So what do we have left? We have 6 more targets, the Midgie Swarms and the Northern Vultures. Okay. Okay. 5 missing Conjurers and Wood Whalers inside somewhere. Oh. We have some aggressive creatures here. Oh, hi. Oh, we made plenty of friends. level 11. Here is the hero. Duty calls, commence battle for Spirit Hold Broken. If we're above level 13, our level will be synced. Oh, nice, we have a friend. The clay golem. You again. Oh, and this is when they met us the first time. And now we've been introduced. Properly, that is. Papa Limo and Yida. Well, yeah, you met us not maybe an hour ago. Okay. Pop outside once again. Let's bypass the imps if we can. Cadre of spirit hole-dwelling imps is planning a mass exodus into the 12's wood to make their merry mischief. Trap them in the abandoned dungeon and see that they never leave. We might as well participate in this fight since we're right here. There we are. Pretty much almost done. There's another fate relatively close by. Let's not worry about it though. Let's give this a moment. There we are. Masked mage. We thought we saw someone in the background, but we never identified them. Okay. We need to head back to Gridania anyway. Might as well use return. I suppose once we speak to Mother Mio, this will probably be a good place to take a break, actually. Been streaming for over 2 hours now. And it sets us up quite nicely to pick up our next quest from the Carline Canopy, as well as picking up our next Conjurer class quest. Let's speak to these Chocobo Keepers. They offer a Chocobo taxi service to go to various ports. They're also Falcon Keepers when there are Chocobos available. Okay, now we can make use of the inn of the canopy here. Lovely. And now we can participate in guild levies. Yeah, we'll take the hempen cough. Or quife? I keep forgetting how you pronounce that word. Either way. You have now access to recommendations, this feature displays a list of quests or duties currently available in your area. So you get so many allowances per day, and you can use these allowances to complete various guild levies. There are a variety of combat levies as well as crafting and gathering ones. I think there's crafting levies as well. Yes, I'm sure there is. I've only really participated in a lot of the gathering ones, but oh well. So, there's plenty of people to talk to. We have the levies of Bent Branch Meadows. They'd probably no doubt send us over there. Looks like there's a new top we can wear as a reward. And we do have our next main scenario quest at level 10. What we'll probably do is, say, we'll take a break here, but when we come back, we'll probably head over to Old Gridania once again, pick up our level 10 Conjurer's quest, see what other quests are here in Gridania, and then we'll probably pick up some levies, obviously introduce and unlock the ones at Bent Branch Meadows, and then we'll be continuing the main storyline, of course. But, as I say, we'll take a break here. As I say, I'll no doubt come back with even more Final Fantasy XIV tomorrow. For anyone who may be watching this on Twitch, of course. And for anyone watching this later on YouTube, I hope you've all enjoyed this series as well. And hopefully I'll see you for even more in the next video. But, either way, enjoy the rest of your days. I hope they go well. And hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then though, as I say, enjoy yourselves. Bye bye now.